Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cropper here. Just finished a nice chat with Sonny and Doug on the Sonny podcast. I'll be putting the full thing up on Patreon for my Patreon supporters. Come in there and find out what the current discussion is and watch for it on Sonny's channel. She'll be putting it up in the next few days, her version of it. And let's see, what did we talk about? Current political nonsense and the current objectivist scene and ablectivism and Euron Brook and all this scandal that's been going on. So go on and throw me $5 or $10 on Patreon and get access not only to that but to other material that's already on the Patreon page that isn't available to the general public. And as per request from my viewers, some of my viewers, I've been blamed for everything I do, and that's fine. I'll take blame for everything I do, but it's all been suggested to me. Getting on Patreon was suggested to me. Using OBS screen software that I'm using here is suggested to me. Putting stuff on Patreon only was suggested to me. I thought, okay, that's a good idea, especially since I've lost some traction with people because of the ablectivist split thing, I reckon it is, or maybe Rucka being mean to me and smearing me. Something has caused some supporters to withdraw their support, and so I'm going to continue to produce good material, but more and more I think I'm going to put it on Patreon for people who are willing to pay $5 a month for access to it, especially if I'm producing a lot, like hours and hours every week of interviews and stuff like this. This video here is not that brilliant, but the interview I'm trying to entice you to pay to go see is very good, very interesting. And if you're if you're a serious objectivist and you're worried about what's going on and you want to know what Mr. Cropper's doing with the bus, you are probably the one that should be paying $5 or $10 a month for access to the discussion that I'm having. So if you're not a serious objectivist, or you're just going to let everybody else figure out where the bus is going, or you don't take that metaphor seriously and you don't think objectivism is a bus, then you probably don't care about what Mr. Cropper says anyway, in which case, why are you listening to my voice right now? So if you're listening to my voice right now, I urge you to go to Patreon, donate $5 or $10 a month to my channel, and you'll have access to not only this video that I'm speaking of, the Sonny and Doug and conversation with me, but Joe from France, a chat that I did while painting, and some other more stuff to come. Join the channel today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Cropper out.